Beautiful family, thank you so much for always being there. And we are here again for this night's discussion. And this night discussion promises to be a very educative and as well an entertaining moment. I believe that you stand the chance to learn a whole lot from this night's discussion because it's going to talk about a part of our life, something we're well acquainted with. And then we're going to elaborate on how it concerns an individual who is abusing a substance and what can be done. All right. So we know that life generally, there is a need to communicate. Everyone actually wants to wish to communicate. Everyone wish to deliver a message. You wish someone understand how you feel. But how do you communicate this very understanding? You get? So it's under the platform of this need for communication that there is something that will be established at the end called friendship, right? Everybody needs to depend on one person or the other because in life generally we are not independent, we're not totally independent. You must depend on someone for something, somehow, somewhere. You can't be totally independent in life, right? So, and because of this, there is a need to come together as one. There is a need to form what we call friendship. Now, because there's a need to create and recreate, to have recreation together for recreational purpose, people have created bonds together and established what we call friendship. And next to that, because there is a need for connection and support, one day you will need someone recommendation. As someone was a wise man will always say that no matter how you do, you can never recommend yourself. Someone must recommend you. You get? Someone must actually recommend you. That means that you need what we call connection. So because of this desire for connection, friendships are also formed. Friendship are formed. And beside this, we also have that sense of identity or belonging has led a couple of persons to go into various forms of friendship, whether beneficial or not. Whether beneficial or not. And so, because of this, we want to look at the dimensions, the different dimensions of friendship. We want to look at the impact of friends as it has to do with addiction. Want to look at the role friendship the role friendship plays in rehabilitation of someone who has an addiction. Want to look at why, amongst other things such as anger, time management, anger management, financial management, as well as friendship management, and so on. One of the most concerning aspect of it is that of friendship. Whilst in rehabilitation, they will talk about anger, they'll talk about financial management, they'll talk about time management, they'll also talk about the aspect of emotional regulation, and they'll talk about anger management. But amongst that, they will still talk about friendship, friendship management, because friendship plays a major role. Someone says, show me your friend, and I will tell you who you are. Show me your friend, so I will tell you who you are. That is how much friendship means. That's how much friendship can turn or change the course of a man's life. Friendship can either be the reason for your rising or for your falling. Friendship can be the reason for your greatest regret or your greatest time of happiness, of rejoicing. There is a friend you will have, and you forever remain indebted to that person because that type of friend is beneficial in nature. But there is a friendship you will have, and you will feel, how on earth did we meet? What exactly brought us together? What brought us together? How did we even meet? And it is because of this that we want to discuss the various concerns that we have about friendship when it has to do with rehabilitation. So I believe, having followed through, we are going to look at the first aspect. What's friendship? Many persons have their own definition of friendship. Friendship does not have a single definition, but I would say someone that is in your ship for the purpose of companionship, for the purpose of support, for the purpose of offering emotional support, for the purpose of offering financial support, for the purpose of offering moral support, any form of support. That person that is among your cartel, that is for this sole purpose of offering you support, offering you the needed assistance, is your friend. That person that you have the same ideology, the same outlook on life, that you people agree in certain aspects of life, and then you come together with a common goal of promoting each other, lifting up each other, is called friendship. That is friendship. What is substance use? Substance abuse or use is any form of indulgence with psychoactive substance that causes harm to the individual. Any form of indulgence that will cause harm to the individual. And any form of use of a substance or even medication without prescription can be seen as substance abuse and drug abuse. What is an addiction? Addiction is simply a repetitive, a constant pattern of doing things, a repetitive and obsessive. You can't do away with those words, obsession. You can't do away with repetition when it comes to addiction. That repetitive pattern, that obsessive pattern of doing things is what we call an addiction. So, friendship, as we have earlier gathered, has a role of either feeding an individual undergoing rehabilitation, which rehabilitation simply means bringing back to normal or near normal. So, when you're trying to bring back an individual to his normal life or near his normal life, friendship is one angle you should be looking at, because who speaks to him or who he speaks to will decide the effectiveness of that rehabilitation process. That will take us now to the various types of friendship. I would like to classify friendship or compartmentalize them into at least four different categories. All right. What the first category, which is based on connection and benefit, based on how they are connected to each other, the type of connection they have, and then the benefits they stand to gain. So that first one will have, in fact, let me list them before I come to the breakdown. So the first one is based on connection and the benefit you stand to gain. The second type of friendship is based on the quality and impact of that relationship. Then the third type is based on the settings, the setting. And then the last one is based on uh, seasons, all right, or situational relationship, all right. Now, under the first one, which we call or which we categorize as based on connection and benefits that you stand to gain. Under it, we have the first one called commensal relationship or commensalism. And the second one is parasitism or predation relationship. Predation relationship. The third one under based on connection and benefit, we have mutualism or symbiotism. All right. And the fourth one is competitism or competitive relationship. And then the last one under based on connection is decomposing relationship. Now, we're going to look at the advantage and the role of each of them. All right. Now, for the commensal relationship, it is this form of relationship whereby only one person benefits in that relationship, whereas the other one neither benefits or is being harmed. So there is no harm caused to either party. To both parties, there is no harm. It does not form any threats to them. But in terms of benefit, only one person benefits in that relationship. The next one, which is parasitism, in this one person benefits, the other person suffer harm and loss. The other person keeps suffering loss and harm. In the next one, mutualism or symbiotism is this form of relationship where both parties or all parties involved they benefit from it. Right? They benefit from this type of relationship. The next one is competitive relationship. This one is based on the struggle for a specific resource. This one mostly come when they are scarce relationship. So when they have this urge, this desire for a single goal, a single resource, it leads to high rate of competition. And then the next one, which is decomposing relationship, is a form of relationship where the loss of one will lead to the benefit of the other. All right? Please, a moment. Just a moment. In fact, sorry, I'm back. I'm back. So, as we were saying, let me give us now, in practical terms, how these various forms of relationship that exist. For a commensalism, you can have a friend that would, if he needs anything, you give him as much as, even to the extent that you can give him or her your life. That kind of relationship. And then when you now have issue or challenge, this person is nowhere to be found. That is a commensal relationship. But at the same time, he is not niching you behind. He's not talking something negative or bad behind you. That form of relationship is called commensalism because it's not harming you, at the same time, it's not beneficial to you. The next one is the parasitism. In this one person intentionally and purposefully aim at hurting the other one. All right. So his sole target is to see the downfall of the other party involved. That is a parasitic relationship for his own sole benefit, for his own benefit. The third one, which is mutualism. In this form of relationship, all parties involved benefit and no one suffers loss. Is it everyone will suffer the loss or no one suffers the loss? You can have that type of friend that can support you in any way, and then you too, you are ready to go an extra mile for that kind of friend. All right. So that is a form of mutual relationship. Then the competitive form is where what you love, what you want, anything you aspire for, the person see it as a threat to him or her and want to aspire for the same resource, that same goal, that same thing. Whatsoever the person knows that that is what you love, is what the person also crave for. That is a competitive relationship. Then one, the decomposing relationship. In this one, the sole target of this person is that if you are not coming to that level of being destroyed, he will not benefit from you. The slight difference between the decomposing relationship and that of the parasitic relationship is that parasitic relationship will give you some time. All right, it will not outrightly show it that these are purpose in your life or his presence in your life is hurting you. Right, you can even make amendment. But for the decomposing, is intentionally showing you by action that he wants your downfall so that he or she can rise up. That is another form of relationship. Now let's go to the second category, which is called based on quality and impact. Now, in this type of relationship, it is based on the quality of what is offered or the nature of that relationship or connection. Right? We have the healthy or positive relationship. The second one is the unhealthy or negative relationship. In this type of relationship, it is based on either trust or distrust. For the healthy one, there is trust. For the unhealthy, there is distrust. The second one, it is built on abuse for the unhealthy. While the healthy one, there is no abuse. Then the third one is that it is built on neglect for the unhealthy relationship. While the other one, there is always that form of support and connection. The next one that is it is built on manipulation. One party will always want to manipulate the other one. That is for the unhealthy. Whereas for the healthy, there is no form of manipulation involved in it. The next one is that there is harm for the unhealthy. One person seems to be harming the other. Whereas for the healthy one, there is no form of harm. There is safety and security. That takes us to the third category, which is based on the setting. Under this, you can have romantic relationship, you can have family relationship, you can have community relationships, school relationships, relationship based on workplace, and then contractual relationship. All right. Yeah, at least from the names, we know what they mean. School relationship. That one is based on because people are schooling in the same place. Then the next one, which is family relationship, based on the fact that you are related by blood, and then romantic because people are involved in a romantic affairs, all right. And then that's one that is childhood relationship or environment based on upbringing. This one is based on upbringing, all right. So just as the name implies, it explains itself. It's self-explanatory. Now, the next one, which is situational in nature, we have a seasonal relationship. This form of relationship, this person only come to you in certain season. After he has gotten what he or she needs, he disappears. Under this, we have conditional relationship. Another name for this conditional relationship is friends with benefit. So it is based on the condition. If you meet my condition, I will offer you what I want. If I meet your condition, you offer me what I want. So that is based on condition or situational in nature. The next one that is contractual. It's based on contract for a certain duration of time. When the contract gets completed, then the both parties goes their different way. Under this, we still have sensational relationship. This person is all use is to hype you, just to be hyping you, just to make you feel, boost your morale, and so on. But it's not really adding anything valuable. The next one is situational in nature based on goal or target. So because there is an assignment ahead of you both, so it will bring you people into a relationship. All right. A moment, please. A moment again, please. A moment. All right. I think I'm back. Okay. Sorry, please, for that. This bit of distracting the flow. All right. I think I need to continue. I need to sort out something. All right. So at this point, we want to go to the next one, next subheading on this night's discussion, which is why people go into relationship. At this point, you want to ask yourself that despite the amount of betrayals among friends, the amount of regret and disappointment, people are still going into different forms of relationship as we have outlined. What are those reasons? When the why of a thing is known, it is easy to navigate your way. It is easy to understand. All right. So people go into relationship because there is a need for emotional support or social support. All right. They need support from others emotionally, psychologically, or socially. The need to communicate. People want to have someone they can speak to. That's the reason why they go into a relationship. The next one is based on support network. You get people go into relationship because they want to have group of friends they can identify with, that they share the same values, the same norms. The next one is the need for companionship. Someone wants someone that he or she can trust. You want someone that you can trust, you can share your secret with, you can share how you feel, and then you can be ready to get advice or support. Then, instrumental support is another reason why people go into relationship, which may be based on financial need, based on employment requirement, the need to get an employment to secure a contract and so on. So many people may want to go into a relationship because they want to get a contract, because they want to get one form of support or the other. That's why they want to go into a relationship. So have you understood the need? The reason why people go into a relationship, just for a recap, I said that people go into a relationship because they need emotional support or social support. They need someone that can make them feel a certain way, give them that psychological sense of belonging, right? They need to communicate, they need to speak to someone. Sometimes life gets boring. Life gets boring, especially when it has to do with routine. But when you have someone you can reach out to, no wonder the need for this communication or the place of this communication led to the advent of social media, where social media operators or owners or chief executive, they earn millions because people have that craving to communicate, and they therefore make different channels of communication, might be through SMS, might be through real time, might be through videos and so on. um, they need to have a support network, people that share the same ideology with you, same belief with you, same perception. That need for companionship, someone you can call your own, someone you can feel free to share your secret, someone that you know that comes what may, come sunshine, this person is always my G, is always there for me. Then instrumental support, which may be in form of the need for finance, the need for employment, the need for health support and so on. So it may be instrumental in nature. That very reason may be a reason why people go into relationship. All right. Having said this, what are the qualities that an individual should check before he goes into relationship? What are those qualities? When it comes to people suffering from addiction, just as we have said, relationship have various forms of impact on individuals who are into a one form of relationship or the other. People are into one form of relationship or the other, that relationship would have an impact to them. Just like I will always share, pick a foam, or some people call it Dunlop, all right? This mattress, the bit of it, cut it, place it on a little water on the floor, and dab that water. When you pick it and keep elsewhere, it will look like there is nothing in it in terms of water. But when situation comes where that mop, that Dunlop is being squeezed, you see water comes out of it. So everybody that comes your way, that comes your life, directly or indirectly, you absorb a part of them. You absorb their beliefs, you absorb their perceptions, you absorb their ordeals. You even would absorb their pains. Because there are people whom the person, maybe for instance, you were not supposed to be enemy with someone, but because of the presence of that person in your life, you have to inherit their enemies. So you now see, because of this impact relationship would have on individual, many persons have started the use of substance because of the need to communicate, that desire for emotional support. They need to get a companion, and it is essential we know that a girlfriend can lead her boyfriend into the use of substance. Her boyfriend can lead a girlfriend into the use of substance. So it is a both way kind of thing. It's not just unilateral in nature, it's bilateral in nature. All right. So that implies that when you are undergoing rehabilitation, there is a need to assess people around you, to assess the quality of friends you have. There is that need to assess them. And then what are those qualities you need to look out for? One, trust and longevity. You have to ask yourself first, can I trust this person? Is this person worth my trust? With all conviction, all level of conviction, that person you are currently related to in terms of friendship, is that person worth your trust? Can you stake your life for that person? If you can't stake your life for that person, then it's not worthy to be called your friend. Because a friend should be someone you can stake your trust on. You can believe that no matter the condition or circumstance, that person will not betray you, will not disappoint you. The next thing you have to ask yourself is, economical wise, what economic value does that person have to you or have for you? If you check, is the person promoting you financial wise? The person promoting you economical wise? If it's someone that cannot lead you to get unemployment when you are suffering from unemployment, what is the essence of the relationship? If it's someone that cannot give you business idea, the need for you to grow academic wise, the need for you to grow personal wise, then that person, what is the value of that person to you? So you have to ask, quantify that relationship. You have to quantify that friendship. What economical value does it hold to you? The next thing to look out for is transparency. Is the person really transparent to you? Is it someone that is hiding some part and then just showing you the other flip of the coin? That's one thing you need to ask yourself. There are people that you may never get to see their other side except God open your eyes or situation opens the door. You may never get to see that the same sufferings or pains you are passing through is caused by the person you call your friend. That pain you are passing through, that backstabbing is caused by someone you should call your friend. So these are some of the things you must ask yourself. How transparent is this person? Not somebody that when opportunity rises, he wants to malign you or wants to benefit it alone, want to push it to someone or even give it to someone outside there, and then you are suffering. So you have to ask yourself, how transparent is this person to you? The next thing to look out for is accountability and responsibility. Someone that is accountable for his or her action, someone that's responsible will take up responsibility for his or her fault or default. Not somebody that is looking for someone to blame for every little thing. Those are some of the things you need to ask yourself. Does this person take responsibility for his or her inability? Is he accountable for his or her action? That's another thing you must ask yourself. The next thing you must ask yourself or look at is the aspect of exposure or the difference between you in terms of your levels. Exposure is a very important factor we must look at because someone who is exposed, someone who has witnessed life, encountered life in certain dimension, would be restrained to act in certain ways, will be highly restrained to act in certain ways. A moment, please. So, the person that has witnessed life, have encountered the negative end, the down parts of life, will be able to know that if you are facing the same thing, it will be the same pain. I will not allow you to undergo same pain. All right? Those are some of the things you must ask yourself. You must ask yourself that. So the next thing you need to ask yourself is maturity level of this individual. Not someone who is seeing something glaring that this thing is wrong, and rather trying to uh, blackmail you or make you feel that you are at fault. Or someone that something you would have said sorry to each other and move on. It's rather holding it to heart. Those are some of the things you must ask. The next one is goal and futuristic purpose. Is this relationship aiding your goal? Does it have a future? Does it have a future? And what type of future does it hold for both parties or all parties involved? So, like in substance use now, you must ask yourself, is this thing going to aid my goal, this relationship, or is going to stop or hinder me from achieving my purpose? There are some of the things you need to ask yourself. Then the background and upbringing. You have to search what background is this person coming out from? What is his upbringing like? You must ask yourself those questions. Because people's perception and belief and outlook on life is greatly and significantly dependent on their level of upbringing, their type of upbringing, their background. It's greatly dependent on that. So you will have someone that will be stressing and straining the relationship. A moment, please. Sorry, I'm back. All right. So the next thing we need to look at now, after understanding those qualities to check out as a substance user. If the person is already using a substance, it's not a good form of relationship. It's not a good person to go into a relationship with. If the person is someone that betrays, it will provoke you, easily provoke you. If someone that cannot say sorry, then what's the essence of that person being your friend? What's the essence of you continuing that relationship? If someone that can betray your trust, if someone that is not transparent, someone that is double-edged, what's the essence of the relationship? The next thing is if the person is not mature, why are you even going to relationship with the person as a substance user? You need someone that is more mature than you so that he'll be able to guide you in days where cravings are much, where you are facing triggers. So it must not be a user, as I said earlier. It must not be someone that is pulling you down, someone that is coming having a bad upbringing, a terrible upbringing. You must check out for that. Now, where can you find a trustworthy friend? Where can you find a trustworthy friend? You can find a trustworthy friend or you can find a new friendship in by joining support groups. And you must check that this support group it is in consonant, it's actually in consonant with your sobriety desire. That desire to stay sober is going to aid you to recover fully from substance use. By volunteering in community tasks, in workshops, and so on, you get to meet persons who are sharing the same ideals with you, same vision, and same dreams. By taking a class or workshop, will give you that privilege too. Then, in workplace, you can find a friend that is actually beneficial that will help you recover and stay off the substance use or any form of addiction at all. Then social groups and so on. So those are places you can get good relationship, including religious gatherings, religious groups. Those are settings you can get. Back now to the role in substance use. If you don't change your circle of friends, your circle of friends will determine the type of happenings you have in your life. If they are negative, if they are negative, you experience negative things. You will experience downfall, you experience distractions, procrastinations, delays. But if they're actually positive in nature, you see you are able to develop new goal, to work out your goal, to follow through to the end. Those are some of the things that you should look at as a substance user or as someone who is addicted to one habit or the other. All right. So you need to check it. Meaning that if you're already on rehabilitation, there might be a need for you to change certain friends, certain circle of friends, You will search who are those persons that whenever I'm with them, they are talking about the use of substance. You strike it out. Who are those men that whenever I'm with them, they must use substance? You strike it out. Who are those men that will be suggesting the substance? Who are those persons that even when I'm taking it, they will not make, instead of making me know that I'm doing wrong, they are rather encouraging me. Who are those men that if I don't have money to get the substance, they support me to get the substance? Those persons would not be good for you in terms of your rehabilitation. Who are those persons that when I need a support, they will never fail me? You check it out. With this, you can be able to maintain sobriety because you have a better relationship. All right. So, which is why sometimes we suggest change environment for the individual. We believe that when you change environment and you meet new person, there is possibility you meet new persons that will promote a positive life and at the same time will aid in the growth of that individual than a relapse. So having said all this, are there any questions we want to ask? We can do so in the comment box. I really appreciate seeing our questions and then see how I can come in to offer answers. So we're talking this night on friendship, concerns as it has to do with addiction, concerns as it has to do with addiction. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That should be my mommy. Thank you so much for having me here, mommy. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much. For everyone that are connected, I'm really grateful. Are there any question you want us to ask? If you have question as how friendship affects people who are having one form of addiction or the other. Remember I said in one of my videos, the one of yesterday, if you can check it up, I said that there are different forms of the addiction. Substance is just one aspect of it. There's food addiction, there's book addiction, there's gambling addiction, there is screen addiction, there's social media addiction, there's different forms of addiction. There is sex addiction. So friendship plays a role in all forms of this addiction. As the wise ones always say, show me your friend and I will tell you who you are. All right. So that means that a friend can either aid your uprising or your downfall. Your friend can be the reason why you are unable to quit. And as I've summarized, I said that as a software user, after checking those qualities you should look out for, the next thing is check your circle of friends. Who are those persons that whenever you are discussing with them, they'll bring the topic of substance, the topic of that form of thing that you're addicted to? Is it gambling? Will be suggesting naira bet, super bet, this bet, that bet. There is sure odd. I have a sure bet for you. The odd is much and so on. It is rather going to be boosting that craving. That is going to serve as a trigger. So who are those men that will be talking about that form, that thing you're addicted to? Who are those persons that will be even doing it in your presence? You have to do away with them. Who are those persons that even when you are doing it, they cannot correct you in love? They'll rather be encouraging you, they'll be enabling you. Who are those men that will even supply you the aid? For instance, some men they'll even get the substance for you, but they'll never even get food for you, but they are ready to get for you any amount for the substance. You have to check all those things and then know how to curtail and form a new one. So any question at all, let me know in the comment box. Let me know any suggestion, any opinion, any contribution. Let's have it in the comment box. Any suggestion, any opinion at all. Let's have it in the comment box. Let's have it in the comment box. If you have any idea at all you want to share with us as it relates with the role of friendship in substance abuse or any form of addiction, let us know in the comment box. Do you think that friendship plays a role in addiction and its recovery? Do you think that friendship, do you think that a friend, there are people I've seen, they'll tell you that nobody can influence me into the use of substance, that no friend can make me use it. Do you think that there's possibility for that, that a friend cannot be the reason why you go into substance use. Let's know your perception. Do you have any contribution, any question? Because we're already wrapping up for this night's discussion. Let us know in the comment box. Do you think this that friendship pose threats or challenges to your recovery? Let us know in the comment box. What's your perception about friendship when it has to do with substance use, when it has to do with any form of addiction? What's your perception? Let's hear you in the comment box. Let's hear you in the comment box. So want to believe there is no question, want to believe there's no contribution. In the absence of any question, contribution, and so on, I would like to say I really appreciate everyone that have come through from beginning to end. My mommy who is here, and also my favorite friend, Blessing Udosen. I want to really appreciate you for checking up and always checking up and always connecting. And for every other person that connected that didn't indicate their name and where they are connecting from, I want to really and specially appreciate you all. Your presence is always the motivation for me to always come here and to share some level of discovery, some level of encouragement, some level of advice, and also awareness to us out there. So your presence means a lot to me. I want to especially appreciate you all. I look forward to that moment when this particular channel becomes your most favorite clip. And also, I would want to suggest that please, if you actually enjoyed episodes and discussions like this, why not let us know in the comment box? And if you want it to come your way again, click on that subscribe button below. You see where it is written subscribe. Click on it and it will aid you to subscribe. You can also click on that place you see a finger that looks like a thumbs up. Click on it and to give this live stream a thumbs up and then the video a thumbs up. All right. Okay. My mom is saying that yes, friendship can affect someone that has an addiction, can make someone go through it, but personal decision plays a role too. Yes, yes, it is this aspect of your decision that we're talking about. It is this aspect we're talking about that before uh, you make any form of friendship, let's go back to the qualities. All right, we say that before you make any form of friendship. Sorry, please for this. I'm having a little bit of fear. I'll be done any moment from now. Before you do this, we say that you must check if the friendship is trustworthy and what is the longevity. Is the person trustworthy? Is someone you can trust and rely on? That's the quality. One, what is the economical value? If the person is leading you to substance, most of this substance, you need to sell your property to keep up with them. So if the person is leading you to the use of the substance, it means economical wise, the person is not useful to you. Then is the person transparent? It's not someone that is like a double-edged sword or a double-edged kind of person. Someone that have another flip. And when it comes to the other flip, is totally and completely against you. There are persons that because of your success, they have looked for how to destroy you or tarnish you. But there is no way. And so therefore they now use the route of suggesting you or introducing you into substance use. You have to check for that. Accountability and responsibility. There are people that no matter how much they hurt you, they cannot say sorry. They cannot own up to apologize. So you have to check all those things so that it will not serve as a means for spurring and boosting your aggression, your anger. And then you must check for the maturity level of this individual. Is the individual mature enough to handle situations of life? The difference in your levels and your level of exposure. Is this person, does this person have the right exposure like you to face different life challenges alongside with you and to see life in a different light, better than what any average person should? And then goals and futuristic in nature. You have to check, the relationship have a future. Is it going to aid to your growth? Is it going to aid to your rising? You have to check that. And then the background of the individual, where is it coming from? You can't be a Christian with a Muslim and you are looking for a very trustworthy relationship, and you believe that you agree religious wise. You get, at some point there will be some level of conflict in that relationship. You can't be someone who is an heartache, or sorry, how would I call it? A very strong and addicted Christian, and then you are following someone who is into African tradition. At some level, your beliefs, there will be conflict in your beliefs. So it must be someone that comes from a better background. Those are things you must look out for. You must look out for all those things. And then, in relation to addiction, you must ask yourself, who is this person in my circle of friends that anytime we are together is talking about that thing I'm addicted to, or is doing that thing I'm addicted to, or is enabling me, encouraging me to do it? Thank you so much, mommy. Thank you so much, blessing. Thank you, every other person that are connected. I can see all of us. I can see our contribution. You have to also check, how is this person in terms of, there are people that can supply you finance to get those substance or that thing you are addicted to. But when you need money for any other thing that will lead to your growth, including feeding, the person will not answer you. So all those things you must check them out. With this, you can be able to have a strong and positive decision. If you don't cut off from all those negative relationships, there's no way your rehabilitation will have a positive result. So I want to believe we have really learned tonight. Let us know what you'll be able to gather in the comment box, what you'll be able to learn as you relate to this topic, friendship, consent in addiction rehabilitation. What are we able to gather? What's your suggestion? What's your opinion? If you have any question, let us know in the comment box. And in the absence of any question, any suggestion, recommendation, I will plead that we have to end it at this point. See us subsequently in other live stream. See us subsequently. See us subsequently in other discussions. I want to say I'm very grateful at this point for coming this far. Looking forward to always seeing us. I believe that this will not be our last time of connecting, but it will be one of every time we are connecting. And there are always a lot to benefit from this live stream. So there are beautiful topics coming your way, beautiful discussions, of which this is one of them. So looking forward to see you after this very discussion. And also, if you are yet to subscribe, do want to click on the subscribe button, like the video, and give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and God bless you. See you subsequently in other discussion. God bless you.